It's week 1 of the 2027 season.
And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Great game in store for y'all.
And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there was no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Fights him off. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So that one a long 11-play drive. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Gregory will look to throw it. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw here. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on 1st down. Fighting through. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now Gregory to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They run again with Jackson. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Gregory. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Gregory. He's got White here. From the gun on 3rd down. Gregory. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Taking it about the 16.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
2nd and 10.
A final shot before break. Gregory. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 38, Gregory. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Off play action. Gregory.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Gregory. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gregory. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the 2nd half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw.
That is caught.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man, complete. That's ball. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Gregory.
He's got this one to Hutchinson.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Off play action. Gregory, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ball. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gregory. Throwing the out route and complete. It's White. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gregory trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got Anderson right side. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Gregory. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Looking to throw. Gregory. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Gregory will look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's ball. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run it with Jackson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jackson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll drop to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now Gregory to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's ball. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll drop this down to Jackson. 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Gregory. That one complete to Anderson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
This is 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Gregory. Dancing to his left. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now Gregory. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for our visitors, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.